What's up, six stringers? Welcome back to Nitro Licks. Today's lesson is Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight. It's a great song. The rhythm might actually be a little trickier than the lead melodies, but we'll figure it out, right? Okay, that being said, let's get to it. Okay guys, let's work our way through the rhythm guitar parts in Wonderful Tonight. The first chord shape is a D5, G4, B3. Move your ring finger down 1 fret, down to 4, and the index moves 2 frets, and that's down to a G2. And then we stay on that B3, right? I use my middle finger there. So we go from okay, and that shape is, I'm putting my middle finger on that D2, the open G, and then the B1. So see, we don't actually play that last chord because we have to come back and pick that up again. I mean, if you're playing as one guitarist. But that part, you've got G2 and D4, G4, D5, sorry, that's G5, D7, and then slide up G9, D10. But as I said, you need to come back down to this. Start that over again. So you don't actually play the, if you're playing as one guitarist. And then the second time around, it's like this. So instead of just like the first time, it's so just grab the E3 with your pinky and then back to the, okay, and then as we get into the verse, it's like this. Okay, so we have this. That's similar, right? And then we have this. But then we come up here and grab the E5 and then B7 and G7. So back to that chord. And then this is a different chord here, right? We're on an open D now, G7, and then it's 5 on the B and E. Sorry. Okay. And then we go back to this. Right? And then we hear this part. Okay? So open 2, 3 on your A string. And that's just that 3rd fret on the B and E. And then back to that, this chord we used earlier. This time the pattern's more defined. Okay? And we have this. And that chord is G7, B8, E7. Okay? You stay on that G7, but now you're at B7 and E5. That's G9, B8, go back to that G9, and then throw in that E7 to make a chord out of it. And back down here. Or I think the first time around, you just hammer on. I use my pinky, but that's on that B. Hammer on from that 5 to the 7, and then back to the. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to dive into those legendary lead melody lines. Most of them are pretty much the same, but there are variations, right? For example, the first time around, he only plays it about halfway through. So it starts off like this. That's all he does the first time around. And that's the basic melody. And how we play that is we're on the B10. We start on the B10, full step bend, and then release it. And then come off to that B8. Back to the 10. Okay? Then we do it again. Release it again. And this time when we come down to that B8, we're going to drop down the G9. Right? And then we do it again. Slide up to B10 from that B8. Slide up to B12. Slide up to B13. 17 and then 15. So okay, one more time, nice and slow. Okay, and then we have that one lick going into the interlude that goes like this. Just slide B10 to 12, grab that E10 and then back to that B12. Hammer on to E12, back to E10. And then you could either pull off from B12 to B10, slide down to B8, or just slide. One more time, nice and slow. Okay, so that's that lick that as we go into the interlude. Okay, and then we get towards the end and we've got the melodies again. Now this one is different. It goes like this. Something like that. But that's that B10 again. And then release it. Grab that B8. Nine, 7 on the G. Back and forth there. And hammer back on that G7 to G9. And then I just start on that D9, pull off to 7, and slide down to 5. One more time, nice and slow. Okay. And then the last melody line, we got another variation of it. It goes like this. So that variation was okay, so bend that B10, full step bend, and then just use your pinky to grab that E10. And then grab that B10 again, it's already bent, and release it. And come down to that B8 again. G9 again. I can't remember if it ends on that G9 or here. So and that's just sliding up on your E10 to the E12. I think it does it twice. And comes back down to that E10 and then it slides back up again, right? And then back to that original melody line. And then slow it down a little bit. And on that B15. It's a great song, isn't it? Now you know how to play it. Check out my other Eric Clapton video. I've got one on I Shot the Sheriff. I covered pretty much every lick in that song, and it's a lot of fun to play. I got a lot of videos, a lot of classic rock, metal, some alternative. There's a Michael Jackson tune in there, and got some country and some country rock. Man, I love it all. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.